All right, for the section 11, this is the last section in that last packet that I gave you. And this is writing the equation of a line in slope-intercept form when you are given 2 points. You're going to want to pause this video occasionally because I want you to write down the steps so that you can use that in your work and your assessments. Okay, so I'm going to do example number 1 in your packet. The points that we're going through are 2, 3, and 6, 11. Okay, your first step is to find the slope. Step number 1. Here's the work in finding the slope. Remember, I want you to write this formula down every time you do it until you don't need it anymore. Some of you think you don't need it anymore, but you do, so just go ahead and write it down. So 11 minus 3 divided by 6 over 2 is 8 over 4, which equals 2. So there's my slope. Okay, the second step is you're going to pick one of your points, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to plug this m, the x and y from the point you pick, into this equation to solve it for b. So in this case, I'm picking the first point that was listed, 2, 3. So that's my point, that's my slope, and I know that this is x and y, right? You're going to write down the equation of a line. Please don't assume you don't need to do this. Please do it. And then you're going to just fill in all of these things that we know, and we're going to solve for b. So y is 3, m is 2, x is 2. So we're going to start with that. 3 equals 2 times 2 plus b, which gives us 3 equals 4 plus b. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Please don't skip this step. Some of you are trying to do these in your head, and it's not working. 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so that's what b is. So now I know what m is. M is 2, b is negative 1, and my third step is to plug m and b into my equation, which gives me y equals 2x minus 1. All right, next I'm going to show you, if I can find it. I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I lost my piece of paper. The next one I'm going to do is number 7. And I know this looks like a lot of work, but if you follow these steps every single time for every single one of these problems, you're going to get the right answer. Trust me on this. So number 7, my 2 points are negative 5, negative 9, negative 2, 0. There's a lot of negative numbers here, and I want you to be careful when you're finding the slope, because this will be where you make mistakes. Okay, so the first step is to find the slope. I'm going from here to here. So negative 9 minus 0 over negative 5 minus negative 2. Make sure you write that down, and don't do this in your head. Negative 9 minus 0 is negative 9. Negative 5 minus a negative 2 is really negative 5 plus 2, which is negative 3. Negative 9 divided by negative 3 is a positive 3, and that's my slope. The second step, remember, is to pick one of my points. I'm picking this one because it has a 0 in it. So that's my point I picked. There's my slope. I'm going to plug these values into that equation, which gives me 0 equals negative 2 times 3 plus b. 0 equals negative 6 plus b. To get b by itself, do not skip this step. Write it down so you can see it. 0 plus 6 is 6, so b is 6. Whoops, sorry. So now I know what m is, I know what b is, and my final step is to plug it into y equals mx plus b. Y equals 3, whoops, that shouldn't be an m, that should be an x, plus 6. So remember, when you're writing the equation of a line, unless it's a vertical line or a horizontal line, it will always have a y and it will always have an x in it. These are the only two times where it won't have that. By the way, this is a y equals some constant, like 2. Or, sorry, x. This is an x equals some constant. This is a y equals some constant. Those are the only two situations where your equation of a line is not going to include the variables y and x. Okay, so let's do number 12 real quick. Again, a lot of negative numbers here. Be careful. First step is to find the slope. Negative 27 minus negative 7 over 6 minus negative 4. This is really negative 27 plus 7. This is really 6 plus 4. Negative 27 plus 7 is negative 20. 6 plus 4 is 10. This reduces to negative 2. My second step is to pick a point and plug m, x, and y into y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. So I just chose this one. This is y. Negative 4 is x. Negative 2 is m. This leaves me with negative 7 equals 8 plus b. Subtract 8 from both sides. Please don't skip that step. Negative 7 minus 15 is, or negative 7 minus 8 is negative 15. So now I have m and I have b. So my y equals mx plus b is y equals negative 2x minus 15. And we're done. Make sure you do all the problems in this section. The more you practice a math skill, the better you're going to be at it. Have fun.